So my class got out early enough for me to be able to go to this walkout thingy, and my meeting got pushed back as well. So I have time to go. Kind of hoping I run into somebody that I know, so I don't have to sit in this thing by myself. That's what happened last time. I feel like I'll see somebody. So yeah. So I'm gonna go to TK's office and see how Z feels about this walk. I'm so sure Z has something to say. So I'm excited. Okay, TK. I like you get to hold it.
What?
And tell
Okay.
us how you're feeling today about the walkout.
Okay. So I feel excited. Because being an activist, this is what I do.
Yeah.
But also I feel very sad that we have gotten to this point that administration doesn't want to give concrete plans to students.
Yeah.
So.
For those of you who do not know me, my name is Ana Jimenez Diaz, student body president. In light of the recent events that have happened in our community, it has become apparent to students that there was a need to continue conversation on our campus about diversity and inclusion. Last week, shortly following the Diversity Forum, Student Senate held a student-only talkback session. In this meeting, frustrations were expressed, thoughts on the forum were said, and partnership was created.
To fully understand and get a grasp of what is going on, it's important that we reverse the roles in the situations. Situations of sexual assault, racism, and injustice in general. After talking with fellow friends and leaders on campus, I began to think about what it would have been like if it were a poster of my face that had been vandalized instead of Dr. King's.
Hi, my name is Lucy Baldwin from Walkout, Wisconsin, part of Kenya's program on our disability here. We are different disabilities, no matter who we are. We never judge other people to around you. Look around you and who we are. I learned it from my core class from being here in these classes. And no matter who you are, you stay together. Our community here at Ezra College.
Get to it, huh? Get to it. Do it. We don't just have a campus problem. We have a cultural and communal problem, which calls for nothing less than a systematic change. And from this point on, we will continue to hold you accountable. If you continue to let us down, some of us are just going to have to make the push for you to be replaced. I can't continue to watch you look at me and tell me everything's going to be all right, because I've been here for 4 years and nothing has changed.
Up in all black, and I went for class. I looked around to see who would stand with me to walk out of class. I was shaking. I was so afraid inside. And I stood up, and I came, and no one else from my class stood up to walk with me. This just tells us where the justice system is here on campus. Imagine you going to a different place, a different country, and every time you speak, a stereotype is written all over you. Imagine being in class, going to see a professor and telling the professor, I'm not doing well in your class, and they tell you, when you're applying to graduate school, just say, this is your first time in America and you are from Africa, and they'll give you they'll let you apply even if you're not doing so well in my class.
I want to be able to show students students that I'm going to fight for them, and that is why I'm up here, because I'm not afraid to speak my mind and to tell students that they need to speak their mind as well, because I will not stop and I will continue to fight for you because of the fact that I'm not afraid if I'm going to lose my job by being up here and saying my mind, because I do not want to have other students to deal with what I had to go through the last 6 years I was in education.
I haven't really looked at it. I feel like we are finished with the walkout. I found Melissa.
Hi.
And we're getting ready to go get some lunch and then work on our video project, because that's what you do. Yeah, we need to do that. Okay, so the day is over. But I wanted to come on and comment about like my thoughts on the walkout today. I'm really glad that this is something I got a chance to be a part of. I feel like typically I wouldn't be involved in doing this kind of thing because it goes against what I believe to be right, in the way that people protest and stuff like that where I'm from. But being here in the Midwest, it's not that racism is different here, but the way that it's dealt with is a lot different. I think privileged is an appropriate word to attend a school where they allow us to have a voice. They don't penalize us. Is that the right word? I'm gonna use it. Penalize us for having a voice. There were no cops here today. We didn't get docked points if we were missing out of class. Like, nobody antagonized us that I know of. As we kind of did this protesty kind of thing. And I feel privileged to go to a school that would allow that. I think that's important. No, I can't say that I fully think that our staff is doing enough to address the issue of racism, inclusion, and diversity. But, it's just a lot more than I've ever seen happen on the East Coast. Today would not have existed if I was still in Maryland. Or it would have been blown up into something violent, or just, y'all know what it looks like in the news. So yeah, first that. But then I also thought it really interesting because I've never had to be aware of my race. I don't know another way to kind of put it. Because I've always lived in a place where there are mixed people, but it's never not enough Black people to make me feel uncomfortable. But here, once I came here, is when I started to feel uncomfortable about my race, because there is almost no one like me here. And I mean people of color, period. I don't necessarily mean Black people. Spanish, Asian, Middle Eastern, whatever all the correct terms are. I just feel like all the brown folks don't exist for the most part. And I was being recognized a lot by my peers because of my color. And that's something I was really uncomfortable with. And then just kind of hearing other people's stories and how they've dealt with it here. Like, they've gone here, since they were freshmen, they're graduating this year, next semester, whatever. And they're experiencing these things. And I think it was a good talk to have. And I think it's kind of a conversation that needed to happen, so that we can have a change on our campus within our staff, a real change, not just an awareness and then, everything dies down and it's fine. A real change. And I think once you start a change within a campus like this, who has such a strong connection with the community, that it will by default spill out to the community that's around us. And that's really the point, is preparing people to go out into the world and make a difference. So yeah, I think today was necessary. I think it was fun. I think that I enjoyed the way that it was presented. Like I said, I'm not usually involved in this kind of stuff because it goes against things that I believe personally and how things should be handled. But today I thought it was really good. Yeah. So it's a wrap.